ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Prescott opening with a pass. Short pass brought in. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Completes it again to Pickett. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Now running here with Jaden Blue. He works this to the 38 before going down. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
46.
Throwing again is Dak. Brought in close to the 8. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early, but put a fear of God into this defense.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Run begins with a run by Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Mix from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
So first down from the 41. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's got a Emeka Egbuka. He's got room to roam. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This is Irving on second. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Close count. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right check, boy. We go 46. 26.
First down, here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Yeah. Here we go, boy. We go 47. 45.
Back to the air. Prescott. Hits him on the out route. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First and 10, Prescott. He finds Pickens left side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Under.
Now it's Prescott again. That's on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're thrown into a spot and believing your guy can get there.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Dak throwing again. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. You look pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. He gets the handout. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down. He got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Looking inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start this drive. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Throwing here, Nix. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection we see with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Hey, Sean, let's go! To the right, yep.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. It's fielded at the 14. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Why in the heck do you do 2 or 3 plays and you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys stretch their early lead to 9. George Pickens the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. Our score, 17-7. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. He's got a man left. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Nix. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers face a 4-point deficit.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
Buccaneers, 14.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now.
The kickoff for the Buccaneers.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Crane, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A 28-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
We see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
This is caught right back to Andrews. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A third down run with Blue. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Prescott now on third down. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a fourth down decision. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll double their lead to 6.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
What? Yeah. Really would. I should probably stop the hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chip.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Oh, my son.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Nix from the gun. Completed over the middle. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Irving here from the gun. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers tie and can take the lead here in the second. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take the lead on that successful kick. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Blue. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stop space for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the gun is Prescott. Into traffic, complete! And the Buccaneers scoop it up! That return actually went backward a little bit, but I imagine, Brock, they'll be happy enough just taking possession.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, then they're going to give you a shot at it.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All set now. 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go. We're going to 54. Why is it? We're going to 54. Going to 54.
First down. Here's Dak. Complete out to the right. Get some space around midfield. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They've got a man in motion. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And screen here to Blue. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Throwing again, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Yeah! Here we go. Hey, kill! 47. 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Blue. And he made it his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Pickens, the intended target. And now they face 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
27. Yeah.
Back to the air, Prescott. And he put everything he's got behind it. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
We'll start the drive with Blue. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. And be honest, the first down run often leads to second down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys push the lead to 2 scores now. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Ready.
Nick's with it on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And the Bucs have the first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On first down, it's Nix. Connecting on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one.
Buccaneers, first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Away, away, away! Away, away, away! Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Nix now on first and 10. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
16 more yards. That's another Buccaneers.
On first and 10, here's Nix. They score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a one-score game before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
He's going to field this at the 2. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. Going to take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Running with Irving again on 2nd. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On the give, this is Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road with what looked like a very plain play.
Irving hauls it in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bucs have the 1st.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Again for the 1st time to Rashawn White. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They'll gain 11 on that play, and that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Here's the give to Irving. That is exactly why you rally to the football. You got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes. 3rd and long. He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take the lead right away in half number 2. Coughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers Bucks jump in front now by 5. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Short pass, Brian. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Can I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
Give him 24 on that play. And the Bucks have the 1st. Well, carried by Irving. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Left and Otten makes the grab. They get this down to the 7-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Third and just 2 to go. It's Cook out wide, complete. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Well, caught by his running back. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Going with Blue here. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
1st down, here's Dak. It's his running back. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Dak now from the gun. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They'll run this with Blue. Galloping inside the 40. Jaden Blue. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a lead just before the end of the third.
Kate, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover and may not tackle so well and opens up a run lane. He took huge advantage of it.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a slim 2-point lead. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 22. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First and 10.
To throw, here's Nix. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Brings up second and 10.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Nix to throw again. Gets him on the quick hitter. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Bronk, as they force this 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So the pass on that long 52-yard field goal attempt, they're going for it.
Captain. Oh, I said.
He'll throw it. Got his man. It's Iron. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run this with Irving. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Escapes the pocket. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to get it into Emeka Egbuka. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. They're in long for him here. Catch made left side by Amuka. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
47. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47, 46.
From the gun is Prescott. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. 46.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
26.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run. Support.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this fourth down.
Here we go.
They do snap it. Here's Prescott. That's complete inside the 35. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys push this to an 8-point game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push the lead to 2 scores now.
Buccaneers 35. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Nix now on 1st and 10. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck on the look to his back. So it'll be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Now Nix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they make the stop, we'll say about the 37-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. From the left hash, 54 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
This makes it up to the 25. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. This is caught by Blue. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
Only took him 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, You stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Fits it through the middle. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a two-possession game here in the fourth.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
They're going for two here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add two to their lead here late.
52. Buccaneers, 38.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
What? Yeah. Really
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Oh, my son. Chill. Ready. My name.
Nix from the gun. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, my son. Ready. My captain.
Nix now to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Offense to the line fast. From the red zone on 1st. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers 14 points back.
Let's get that touch.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Olay. Oh, my son. Ready. My name is Hunt. Chill.
Once more, it's Nix. Has it in close. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now the offense and Nix coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
Set up for the 2-point
Back to throw. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
52. Buccaneers, 44.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Turpin with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
defense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And this one doesn't go far.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Second down now. They need 7. From the gun, McCaffrey. Space pass to 35. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. Bounce outside. He is a little bit there. About 3 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And he has the Cowboys' 1st down, Brock. And that should clinch this win for him.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel.